Touching my skin and asking you to do what you've been doing all over again. Oh, it's a beautiful thing. Don't think I can keep it all in. I just gotta let you know what it is that won't let me go. It's your love. It just does something to me. It sends a shock right through me. I can't get enough. And if you wonder about the spell I'm under, oh, it's your love. Better than I was, more than I am, and all of this happened.
The red light beam just...
Yeah, it's filming.
I know most people beat them things down with just a big old hammer. I personally like something a little softer.
Got Eddie's truck in here. Cool old Ford. You don't see these things running around much anymore. He bought this and it's been at his mechanic's shop for a couple years or so, I believe. Did a whole bunch of stuff to it, getting him back on the road, and now it needs some exhaust on it so he can start driving it and using it to tow the race car trailer. So it's this same guy. He has a white Fox body. If you look back on the channel, the first video we posted, I did like kind of a little build video of it. So yeah, looking forward to this. It'll be the first time I've done an exhaust system, like making one, in quite a while. So I'm kind of looking forward to it and excited about it, honestly. Got some pipe in from my supplier. Ordered a few little hangers. Normally I end up just using the bracket piece and I make my own rods. Also got some O2 bungs and caps. I know it's got at least one O2 sensor in it. And we got the muffler here. Put a lot of this style mufflers on stuff when I was working over at the other shop doing exhaust work. It's kind of a straight through style muffler, but it's got a lot of baffling in it and packing. Stainless steel, so it'll last longer than like those Flowmasters and knockoff Flowmasters that we used on some things. But it's like a knockoff MagnaFlow muffler. So it's going to have two lines, true duals going into that muffler there, and then two tailpipes coming out the back. He told me just do whatever I wanted to do with the tailpipes. Looking forward to it. Get off work today and come back here and get started on it. been quite a while, but I'm kind of excited to get back to doing this. Got these made this night. I have not put anything in place yet. I got my hangers laid out where I'm gonna put them. I gotta go get an O2 sensor O2 sensor. That old one will not come out of the pipe, and it was broke anyway. The body of it was broke, so I need to get that so I know how long the lead is on the aftermarket. I want to make sure I can put it in the right spot, and then I'll figure out which pipe I'm gonna put it in. I'm probably gonna put it on the passenger side, bank one on the Ford. That's where it was at from the factory, was on bank one. So I'll probably figure out where that's going, put the bung in it in the morning, put the pipes back up, square them up, true them up, get them all spotted in, build my hangers, bend them around like I want them, and then we can get the muffler welded on, hanger made on it, and I already got my tailpipe started, my first 2 bends in them. So then we can, after all this stuff is set in place where it ain't gonna move, then I can start bending my tailpipes to get them where I want to go. But hurt my arm today at work, so I'm really hoping I feel better tomorrow and be able to reach up and weld everything. But so pretty decent evening for
You get these things cut off, you want to go in here and I'll take a die grinder or a disc sander, and I will just kind of bevel this edge to put a taper on it, and then I like to go back and file the splines just to make sure that that edge down in there is clear, so that you shouldn't have any trouble installing it. I don't know if y'all be able to see this real good, but that thing fit back up in there and it is perfectly flush with the backing plate to that bearing. So when all of that goes up, it'll all be in place. And measuring it up, it looks like we're going to have inch and an eighth of engagement in the spline. So that has worked out perfectly the way I wanted it to. Even a blind squirrel. Now we just need to put the seal in it and then grease it up and reinstall all of it. A good seal and race driver tool is fantastic. Don't forget to lube up your seals and your seal surface on the axle before you install that, so don't mess your seal up. We got new Moroso wheel studs to go in this thing. The other ones were 1.5 inches long. These were 3.5 inches long, and we cut them down to the length that we wanted to get out of the lug nut, but not be really long. So I need to put this in the vise, drill out all the holes to 1/2 inch, and then we can install all of these. Also got the long nuts, not the little short ones. right, guys, I reckon the narrowing of the Ford 9-inch for the 69 Chevelle project is done. Got the brakes back on it, everything looks good, everything fit up good. So all that's left to do is get it back under the car, and that's a project for another day.
Madhouse around here. When you're drilling holes for your O2 sensor and your pipe to weld your O2 bung on, this sensor is kind of small and diameter on the end of it. A lot of the times, aftermarket sensors, there'll be different sizes. So I have run into a situation before when I was drilling a hole for the O2 sensor to go in. You can kind of see how much difference that is. Some of these are bigger. So I had an instance one time where I drilled the hole for the sensor that was on the vehicle and I didn't think about it. And when we had to change the sensor out later on down the road, the aftermarket sensor had a bigger end on it and it wouldn't go inside the pipe, and we ended up having to drill it out to make it fit, and then you chance tearing your threads up in your bung. So I always try to drill them out to about the idea of this bung. That way you know any sensor you get should go in it. When I weld the bungs, O2 bungs in, I always screw in these little caps just to keep it from warping too bad. And then after I get done welding it, I pull them out. I've had them, that's what seems to work the best for me. It's welding with the cap in. Once you're done welding, go ahead and screw the cap out, and normally you don't have any problems. Another thing, when you're drilling those holes in there, you always want to clean your pipe out. All this little metal sparkle shavings. You don't want that stuff blowing into your new muffler and making rattles and different issues. Clamped the muffler at the tailpipes. That way you can get the tailpipes off. They are on bolt-in hangers on both sides on the back, so you can undo the clamps. It's a 9/16 head, it's 3/8 bolt and nut with lock washers. Unbolt them and tailpipes can come off. That way if you ever have to work on your gas tank back here, you can get the pipes out the way. You can also get a socket above the tailpipe here to get on your shocks if you ever have to take them off again. So that's good. But got another hanger right here on the pipe and another one there on that other side. Got plenty of clearance over the rear end and everything. Even on the sway bar, like, got plenty of room here. I got over a hand width in there. I was not able to do the tailpipes like I wanted and bring them up and tuck it because with the truck on the lift, the leaf spring hung down so far. We got this up close to the leaf spring with it on the lift. We weren't able to have any room to come up and tuck it. And if we was on like a drive-on lift with the suspension loaded, we could have done something a little bit like that. The only problem is if you ever lift the truck up and the rear end hangs, it's going to rip the exhaust off, because if that spring comes down and hits this, it's going to end up breaking stuff, and we don't want that.